Yo, internet, welcome back to the Jongravesshow. Sorry it's been more than a month since I actually dropped a video, but I'm kind of making this video so I can talk about a whole bunch of recap stuff that I basically missed out on because it's a little bit too late to actually give it its own official video. So let me go ahead and drop the curtain and talk about a few news stories that actually seemed a bit kind of silly to me at the time. So let's go ahead and talk about them. The first news story that I missed out on, it was the Pro Jared story, and it was, I'm going to sum this up as best I can because this is what I remember from it. It was, Jared gets on Twitter, says, hey guys, I'm getting a divorce, right? Heidi comes in, his wife at the time, says, hey man, you cheated on me and blah, 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 all this crazy stuff, right? Turns out Jared was messing around with Commander Holly. In this case, I believe she was still married to Ross at the time. This is a whole bunch of Game Grump news, right? So from there, it went on to basically be like everybody kind of hates Jared and Heidi wants them both to break up because she doesn't like the fact that they're together. But then, you know, when even going on to say that he was posting nude photos of himself and whatnot, I'm like, whatever you do poor man in your spare time. A lot of girls always come out and say that the guy in question, man, like was talking to underage girls. And truth be told, like 16-year-olds, so like 16 to 18, you are legal. Like it depends on the state, so I'm not really gonna say much there. But you know, like whatever that is, right? But they kind of just leave that alone. But the big thing that I take away from that is that basically they were in a polyamorous relationship. Okay, Jared said, okay, Heidi, you want to go get another guy? I'm gonna go get another girl. Simple as that. She didn't like the fact that he was with Holly, and then she wanted them to break up. Then he just got a divorce and was like, I'm done with it, because they tried marriage counseling and all that other crazy stuff, and he just broke it off. Yeah, I do feel sorry for Jared though, because regardless of how anybody feels about that story, like I do side with him in that, because it's more or less like you're just a guy just trying, man, to make your woman happy. She went outside the marriage to find somebody else. Said, fine, I found me some, and she didn't like it, but whatever. I wish the guy the best. The next news story was, of course, the James Charles story, which was about the whole Tati Westbrook garbage, and I really didn't feel like reading or watching all those crazy videos to see what was going on with those guys. But basically, like, the older woman, Tati, she got angry at the fact that he did a deal with somebody else and he didn't consult her with it, or she just didn't check her texts or whatever. And that's kind of what led to that whole drama. But like the big takeaway from that though is that she honestly tried, man, to use the whole thing of, well, now James Charles, a gay man, was attracted to straight people. I'm like, okay, so what's the problem with that? You know what I mean? Like, he would hit on straight boys and whatnot, and that, I'm like, okay, what of it? I mean, it's not true, obviously, but still, I look at that and I'm like, well, welcome to the real world. You know, because that was the biggest takeaway, or at least I feel like that was the thing that hurt his image the most, and that was the big thing that most people were kind of taking away from it. It was James Charles, the gay man, likes straight people. I'm like, well, have you ever been around a gay man before? Has a straight guy ever been around a lesbian chick that's actually really attractive? You know, has a lesbian ever been around a female friend that they're very attracted to? You know, I mean, that's pretty normal. What did it say? Like, what does it matter? You know, and usually the same thing always happens, man, with these kind of controversies, where basically like that, when someone does something or they get accused of something, right, then here come people coming out of the woodworks to say like, oh no, they did this to me, and all of it's fake. But still, it's like, come on, man, like that's kind of crazy. But that is the second news story that I wanted to talk about. Oh yeah, this last one's pretty recent, but people are licking ice cream and they're putting it back. Really weird. It's something that I don't really understand. It's like, why are you doing that? I mean, like, cause like, and like, it's weird too, because like it blew up because a black girl did it, and it's like, wait a second, black people have problems, man, when like people in the house be drinking out the milk carton. Why in the world would you do that? Like, why in the world would you just open up ice cream, just lick the back, say like lick it and put it back? I don't care how pretty you are. I had a problem with women like when like Ariana Grande did that. you know, she was licking donuts and whatnot, and then just be like, oh yeah, it's cool. Like, yeah, like that's not nothing to laugh at. You know what I mean? How in the world would you feel if someone been like opened up a bottle of water, just tasted it and gave it back to you? Like, how in the world would you feel about that? Just a random stranger, not even somebody who that you even knew, you know. But again, like all these trends, I mean, like, but like this is a trend thing. It's really dumb to me, but I'm like, oh boy, like I can't wait for any of that to die out. But that is what I gotta say about that. Like, those were 3 stories that I kind of just wanted to just put together because I wasn't gonna make a specific video for them, and I'm pretty sure that you can find more information about these on the internet. Also, on the last one, old girl, she did go. I believe that they were talking about taking her to jail, but she couldn't because she's a minor. But either way, it's really annoying. I'll see you guys on the next John Graves show. I'm out.